So, this time last year, the YouTubes and the Twitters were hot with criticism for the Batwoman TV show. Rightfully so. I criticized too. That first trailer was awful. I mean, shit. That first trailer was some bad stuff. And now, a year later, 20 episodes of a first season, I am here to tell y'all that Batwoman is not the worst show on the CW. Alright? But it's far from the best show on the CW. Meaning, it's about average as shit. The CW show Batwoman marked a pretty cool milestone for DC Comics in live action. It's the first time that we're seeing several characters with real people, live actors behind it. We see Kate Kane, Luke Fox, Alice. Those were things that were very fun to see because we know these characters from the comic books and I've always wanted to see them in live action. And the show gave that to us. The plot of Batwoman goes like this. The city of Gotham has been missing Batman for 3 years now after his disappearance. In Batman's place is a security organization called the Crows. They are in charge of protecting Gotham. Now, when villains from the past begin to descend and attack Gotham, that winds up getting a few of the people that Kate Kane knows personally in some sticky situations. So she comes back to Gotham, learns about her cousin Bruce Wayne's secret that he was Batman, and through different trials and tribulations, she decides to become the newest protector of Gotham, Batwoman. If you've seen the trailer, you've seen the first 3 episodes. The trailer almost played out the first 3 episodes. And I don't like that when trailers do it. Trailers should try to tell you the story, but they shouldn't give it to you piece by piece because there needs to be things that are new when you see it. It didn't feel that way with Batwoman. Now, as the season opened up, you see Kate Kane that is going through some harsh training. Very harsh training. She's being trained physically, but you can also tell that the training is taking a toll on her mentally. She has certain things that creep up from her past whenever she's in tight situations that involve physical stress. She's having flashbacks to when her sister Beth had an accident and winded up disappearing. And the training was kind of similar to the training that Christian Bale's Batman went through in Batman Begins with Ra's al Ghul. She gets stuck underneath the ice. Christian Bale's Batman got dropped into the ice. There are some similarities in terms of the characters not starting off the way that they end. You see Bruce Wayne as this playboy, iconic guy, a lot of money, swagger, but in the beginning of Batman Begins, he's down on his luck. You see Kate Kane as this swagged out lesbian superhero, but in the beginning, she's down on her luck and is very depressed. That was fine to see in the beginning episode. As much as I was intrigued with the first episode of the show, I was also kind of miffed. They really rushed through the first episode. They threw a lot of characters at you. They threw Kate. They threw her past at you. Her father. Her stepmother. Her stepsister. Sophie. The Crows. Luke Fox. Gotham. The Wonderland Gang. I was like, damn. It's a whole lot going on in this first episode, I found myself having to go back and watch it twice. That's way too much for a first episode. I did like the fact that they laid the groundwork for Kate Kane to have trauma in the future because of the accident with her sister Beth. I really did enjoy that. But is it just me, or should Gotham have been a more harsher place without Batman? You think no Batman for 3 years, man, Gotham's getting ready to be fucked up. I really wanted Gotham to have this apocalyptic vibe, this very rough, rigid personality, and Gotham didn't feel like that. When Kate Kane came back to Gotham, it's like the villain said, okay, now we can come out. What? You should have came out when Batman wasn't there. That was the time to run some shit. The Crow organization can't stop all the villains. The build up to Kate Kane ultimately being the iconic comic book Batwoman was worth it because it was a slow burn. Episode 1, episode 2, and then towards the end of episode 3, she has on the classic costume along with the red wig. I loved the journey that she took to becoming iconic Batwoman, right? We saw her struggle with wanting to take the mantle on.
If I'm going to embrace the Bat, then I'm going to have to embrace hiding a part of myself from the outside world. Living this double life is a sacrifice. But our city is worth it.
Her cousin was Batman. She hates vigilantes. She didn't really want to come back to Gotham to be a hero like that. She just wanted to save Sophie and maybe get a job working at the Crows. But now she's Batwoman. Also, I liked how she was struggling with certain types of equipment during the beginning episodes of the season. She had trouble with a batarang. She had trouble using the grappling hook, knowing how to time it, knowing how to dodge certain things and move in the suit. Those were things that were very realistic and reminiscent of Batman Begins, where we see Christian Bale's Batman struggle with certain things in the beginning. Any and all Batman fans, we all know that one of the biggest things dealing with the character from its early days all the way until now is the Bat Cave. It sounds epic, and sometimes in the comic books it looks epic. But I'm going to say something a little bit spicy right now, a little controversial. I have never liked any of the Bat Caves in live action. Not a single one. And the one that they have in Batwoman is one of the worst Bat Caves I've ever seen, y'all. It's tiny as hell. It's not a Bat Cave. It's a Bat Closet. It is bad. I mean, damn. It's so cramped. And even beyond the size of the Batcave, which is an issue, I have a problem with the Bat computer. What is this? Why does the Bat computer look like a video game kiosk? Y'all know you used to go into GameStop back in the day and play the GameCube. You know you used to go into Game Crazy and play the PlayStation 2 that was hooked up to the monitor. You know back in the day, McDonald's used to have video games. It looks like something from the 90s. I feel like I'm in Toy Story. Why does the Bat computer look so 90s? What? This is Bruce Wayne that had millions of dollars. That's the best y'all could do for that character's legacy? That's disrespectful. Speaking of disrespectful, if you've ever seen Batman Returns with Val Kilmer, terrible movie, then you know that in that movie, the Batcave entrance was kind of goofy. It was a tunnel underneath his desk that he took down into the Batcave. It was just silly. This one is so goofy. Now, first off, The way that she descends into the Batcave is once and again very Batman Begins. It's an elevator that takes her down. Simple concept, not anything too crazy. The issue I have is how easy it is to access the Batcave. All you have to do is walk to the bookshelf, and the pearls that Martha Wayne had on are in like a case. You turn the case one way, and the whole fucking bookshelf slides open.
You don't want to do that.
What? What? Why? Can anybody tell me why the Batcave entrance is that easy? Y'all doing Batman like that? Come on, man. The main villain of the season is Alice. Alice is Kate Kane's former sister, Beth. Like I said earlier, they had a terrible car accident when they were kids. Beth winded up falling out of the back of the car until darkness and shit, basically. They thought that she died, but no, she was actually being psychologically and mentally tortured and winded up becoming the villain that we know as Alice. So throughout the early parts of the season, and really the whole season in general, that winds up weighing heavy emotionally on Kate Kane, her father, and even other people in relation to the family, because that's her sister. So they feel that emotional turn throughout the season. And you can feel it as a member of the audience when they want to just save Alice so bad, but she continues to kill people. She continues to prove that she's Alice and Beth is dead. It's really well written because you get immersed into these feelings as a member of the audience. But I did not appreciate how they tried to make Alice a female Joker. She's not the Joker. She's not the Joker. Stop that shit. Every single villain that's crazy or loony does not need to be Joker. Stop doing that. Everybody wants a Joker. Joker is one of a kind. There's not enough Gotham history between Batwoman and Alice to make that a Batman-Joker relationship. Stop that. When the show was getting ready to come out, there were several things that I really wanted to pay attention to once the entire season played out. I wanted to see how this was going to be handled. And the thing that I'm talking about is the fact that Kate Kane in the comic books and in the show is a lesbian. No issue with that. We down for lesbian sex. There ain't nothing wrong with that. I watch a lot of porn. Nothing wrong with that. Now, with that being said, I was worried that they might take that plot line and make it the face of the show. And I was like, please don't do that. It's a comic book show. Let's remember these are comic book characters first. Let's not get into that all the time. Let's remember the comic book first. And I'm glad to say that after watching the trailer had me scared. I was like, oh shit, they're getting ready to do it. They're getting ready to make it a lesbian show 24/7. But it was not that. There was only really a few episodes that touched on it. And when they would touch on it, it was a scene here or a scene there. And then the rest of the episode is something completely different. There was one entire episode dedicated to it, and I had no issue with that because it was well written and it gave the character another angle to speak from. I like the fact that Batwoman remained a comic book show and they didn't get too deep into it. As I said earlier, right? Kate Kane had an ex-girlfriend named Sophie. Sophie is currently working in the Crows, the security organization that Kate's father runs. So there's a lot of history that currently and previously links these two characters together. They were in a former relationship at the academy where they were training. And when you look at how Sophie winded up ultimately rejecting Kate, you gotta ask a question. Damn, Kate, you love her like that? She dissed the fuck out of you.
I know you love me. Tell me that I'm wrong and I'll walk away and let you make the biggest mistake of your life. You're wrong, Kate.
God damn! I saw that and I was like, ooh, shit, I need to go use the washroom. I had to clear the room. I was like, that was a savage fucking response. That was kind of messed up, Sophie. Damn. Batwoman taught me a very important lesson while watching this show. It taught me a lesson that I already had, but it just reinforced it inside my brain. Never ever put your final thoughts out there about any show until you've seen the entire season. Never do that, because originally, before Crisis on Infinite Earths, Batwoman displayed the first 9 episodes of his season. And Luke Fox, the son of Lucius Fox, was an awful character in the first half of this damn show. He's scared. He's bitch made. He had no purpose beyond being the tech dude, the man in the chair. That was all he did throughout the beginning portions of this season. But once you get into a character arc where we find out the person who killed his father and why, once that all gets tied into his character that goes through these changes in the later parts of the season, Luke Fox became probably my second favorite character on the show after Kate. I absolutely loved the way this Luke Fox was shown to be as the season went on. Very important to watch the entire season of the show and not just rush your way through it. I'm a little nervous though, because he ain't got no fighting skills. So if he is going to be Batwing, we're going to need to get this motherfucker some training. We're going to need to get him a punching bag. We're going to get him some dumbbells. We're going to have to do something. Because the way Kate Kane was piecing his ass up in some of them scenes, handcuffing him to poles, smacking the fuck out of him, was some real Tybo, Billy Banks bitch-made shit. Is it just me, or has a lot of the CW finales over the years been kind of shitty? Have they been a little disappointing in terms of the grand scheme and how it ultimately ends? They've been disappointing as heck. The way Batwoman ended felt like you were playing Batman Arkham Asylum, Batman Arkham Knight. Do y'all know how when you play Arkham Knight and you're beating up on some goons and the computer will send in one of those real big goons that you gotta stun or you gotta flip around the back and hit them? They did the same damn thing for the season finale here. There's this guy that used to play for a football team in Gotham that has a big orange jumpsuit on, and he is the final villain of the show. He is ultimately the season finale fight. What? Is that the best y'all got as far as creativity go? That really took the season down for me, man. I ain't trying to play Arkham City right now. I'm trying to watch Gotham. I ain't trying to play it. That was terrible. So Batwoman season 1. What does it get? What does it deserve? Season 1 of Batwoman gets a mother freaking C. Yeah, y'all, this is some cookie cutter shit. This is basic. This is a very mediocre show. It's not anything that is going to rewrite how you view the Arrowverse. This is not anything that is going to change your perception of comic book shows on television. This is not Daredevil from Netflix. Okay? This is not the early seasons of Arrow. This is not that. It's very much made in the mold of the later seasons of Arrow. Now, you can take that how you want to take it. Alright? Now, it's been weird, but it's been real. Remember, the suit is not perfection until it's worn by a woman. That was an awful line in that trailer. God damn. Alright, get out of here, bitch.
4G's on the G. I came into the bloody bottoms.